Good morning. We're out here at the lake again. Here's an aesthetic little shot, little panorama for you. Lots of people out on the lake already, which is crazy. It's still early in the morning. It's like 10 o'clock. Getting in some steps. And I got cold brew with me, just cold brew, a little bit of cinnamon powder. Keeps it only 5 calories. And the good thing about if you're able to drink black coffee or you enjoy black coffee, it doesn't spike your insulin or anything like that. So it's a much higher chance of you continuing to burn fat as your energy source over moving into those carbs. And especially since we're walking kind of that zone 1, maybe zone 2 cardio, you're also leaning into just utilizing the fat. Now, this is a good way for me to start the morning. It's fun for me. I get to be out in nature, enjoy the sun, get a little bit of sun, have my coffee. It's freaking delicious, and just kind of chill, And so this goes back to what I was saying, just enjoy the little things like this, make it enjoyable for yourself, and it makes everything easier along the way. It doesn't always have to be grinding it out in the gym. It doesn't always have to be running and getting crazy with it. I mean, let's do a check-in real quick. Set that down. We are at 12 minutes, 1,243 steps, and 57 calories. So again, this isn't a calorie torture, but for me to just be enjoying this, seeing all the ducks out, hanging out, walking around, there's a nice breeze, the temperature is perfect, it's like 70, so every single aspect of right now is like fantastic, because I'm just hanging out. And I bet there's going to be people who are going to tell you that like this isn't the way to lose weight. This alone, I agree, this alone is not the way to lose weight, but adding this in and making it a part of your life, like this is easy, I'm just enjoying myself. The biggest thing I'm focusing on is about 100 steps a minute, and starting out, if you're truly at ground zero, that might be a little bit of a quicker pace. I remember it being a little quicker, kind of pushing me up into zone 2, but now after being already a full year into this, like this is honestly my normal speed. I could pick it up a little bit even, and I think I'd still feel plenty comfortable inside of it and with everything else. So you'll work into it. The goal should be about 100 steps a minute. It's a good pace. It keeps you moving, helps drive up the heart rate just a touch. Is it guaranteed to push you into zone 2? Depending on where you're starting, there's a chance, but I mean, it's not a guarantee. And maybe you're not an outdoorsy person, or you don't feel like going out and walking, I would dare say that you could grab your phone or tablet, head to the gym instead, and get in some morning biking while you catch up on your favorite show, the YouTube, the podcast, whatever it might be, and just have that be your enjoyable morning, Maybe it's a book, maybe you're reading while you're biking. I've actually been thinking about doing that more often, that specifically because I'm trying to read a little bit more, so maybe that's the perfect pairing of the fitness journey with continuing to better myself outside of just physical. So just a little tidbit there, starting the morning off right, and I'll catch you guys later on, see what we get into. Probably some leg work, I don't know, we'll see. Foreshadowing. Let's go. Good morning.
All right, back in the car. Oh, we took a lot longer than I thought. That's because I went pretty dang far. I'll show you guys a screenshot of everything, but almost 3 miles, 2.73, 55 minutes, and 5,941 steps, all coming out to 280 calories. 280? I know what you're thinking. That's not amazing. Again, this is just hanging out. I'm just chilling. This was nothing. This was just a chill little morning. I listened to some podcasts, I hung out, had my coffee, and like now I can go home, chill for a little bit, and like I'm not gonna feel like I'm behind or anything like that. So I could go catch up on some anime, or I could just veg out for a little bit, do nothing. I could read whatever, and I'm not gonna feel like I'm behind schedule because I've already put in a little bit already. So the watch says 367 today so far. Do I believe that fully? Nah, I'd say 200. About 250 maybe, so it's like 100 and some calories over. That's fine. We're just getting started, baby. Let's go. So we're back in the casa, hanging out. We got our walk in, we hung out, we caught up. I have not yet watched all of Free Run, so I'm catching up on it. I'm on episode 12 now. Very good. I cannot believe how great of a show that is. I love the complexity of it. There's a lot of undertones and things like that.
that I really enjoy. And then of course there's the classic like medieval adventure dynamic that's just so classic, so good. But okay, I digress. We're back. We're at 434 calories now, so hanging out, walking around, playing with the puppies, blah 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 blah. I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to toss together a lunch that's just boom, easy, quick, and you know, like it gives you ideas of what you need to look for while you're at the grocery store, because these things are what make it so quick and easy. So I got the air fryer preheating to 350. You could do this in the oven, 350, or you could even do it in the pan. I'll tell you what we're about to do. We're about to keep it nice and easy. We're gonna make some quesadillas. Quesadillas, I don't think anybody really talks about quesadillas. In my humble opinion, I think they're one hell of a hack for getting in your protein and your macros and everything, and the ease is always there. All right, you could see I've got a handful of ingredients that we're gonna be working with here. The biggest key ingredient of things that you could look for is things like this. Chicken bites, chicken breast bites of any kind. These are super freaking clean. Each packet is already pre-portioned for you. So we're just gonna grab 2 of them, put 1 in each of our quesadillas, bada bing, bada boom. You know what I mean? 170 calories per pack. Per pack. 30 grams of protein. 30. That easy. 4.5 fat, 4 carb. A little higher on the sodium, 500 milligrams. That's alright. For the sake of the ease, we'll be alright. Just make sure that we're drinking plenty of water. We'll be set. Alright, so I'm going to set those aside. I got these. I'm going to go even 2 styles of quesadilla here to make it a little easier. So we got classic Mexican blend. What I'm going to do with this one is just add a little bit of chopped jalapeno in there. And then maybe we'll get like a salsa, or a hot sauce to go on the side of that. And then with this guy, what we're going to do, grab your favorite low-cal barbecue sauce. I'm gonna go with this one. I think this is Joey Swoll's brand, right? I got these. Everyone in the family is getting in on, you know, being healthy or losing some weight. So I actually got these for my mom to surprise her and just give her options for like food, you know. And so this one, fantastic freaking flavor. The best of the bunch in my opinion. But I think we'll go a barbecue chicken with a little bit of sliced onion. So the slicing is going to be the hardest part. If you just want to toss together some cheese and get after it, I'm going to be using a low fat cheddar here and a reduced fat Mexican blend. Nothing crazy. We're just going 2 different styles so I can show you 2 different styles put together. Very easy. But if you want to go even simpler than this, just toss chicken, cheese, toss it in here, done. It is that. You could even microwave it if you really wanted to. So I'm going to get after it. Let me chop up everything and then I'll show you guys right before I pop them in here. Complete. I put a timer on just to actually test myself, see how long that took me. A little over 7 minutes, and that's with grabbing a few little extra things and really bringing it all together for you guys. This is what we're looking at. Check it out. So we got our barbecue chicken right here, this guy, and then I just use the Taco Bell sauce. Fuck it. So we got jalapeno this guy, some onion on this guy, and yeah, that's what they look like open face. So I'm going to close these up and toss them on in. And we're going to be set. So if you have little ingredients that are easily prepped, you're good to go. Just toss these together. I'm going to put them in, and then we'll hit macros right after, see what they're looking like. Here they are, looking, smelling good for sure. We got the salsa chicken with the Mexican blend, and we got the barbecue chicken with onion. Macros real quick. I was about to just dive in. Macros real quick. For both of them, everything you see here, 658 calories, 83 grams of protein, 28 fat, 51 carb. Perfect meal for breaking the fast and for pre-workout, because we're getting in 50 grams of carbs and a ton of protein. So very good, quick and easy, like I said. Kind of a set it and forget it type of deal, where you could just put this in the oven or whatever, and as long as you have a timer on, do whatever you need to in the meantime, you know. Like, I'm already cleaned up everything, we're good to go, and yeah, so I'm gonna enjoy this and then hit the gym. Barbecue chicken up first. Man, I'm telling you, that barbecue sauce, if you don't want to get the whole pack, that one, for it only being, what, 10 calories a serving, which is like 2 tablespoons, I believe. Insane flavor. Really good flavor. And it mixes with a lot of things. And then over here, let's see what we got here. It reminds me of American Mexican food. Easy peasy. 80 plus grams of protein. Hoping to hit the gym pretty hard, so I gotta get ready, you know what I mean? So let me chow down. I'll meet you guys in the gimnasio and we'll get after it. So today is not a leg day in the sense that we're gonna hit some squats and get real crazy with it. Instead, I have slowly deteriorated my knee a little bit, and we're having some aches and pains. So the goal here is to get back the range of motion, that full range, and feeling comfortable in the full range, as well as building up the strength and everything again, so I do not have to worry about this anymore. So this is just a warm-up here to get me started and feel myself in that range. And I will be honest, I have been hitting it frequently, but since I got sick and took about a week off, I kind of skipped. And I should have just done it at home, because this is stuff you can easily do at home. But instead, I let it deteriorate for myself and kind of put myself back and regressed back into some knee issues when I could have continued to press on and built up my knee even more, because I have come a very long way and I feel very comfortable in a lot of moves that require the single leg balance, the single leg strength, and even in my running and jogging, I've noticed a pretty substantial difference. I think I actually took 3 full minutes off of my 2-mile time because of things like this, building up that strength and stability. It just bleeds over into everything else, and you feel that strength, you feel the longevity coming into everything, and it helps you in multiple forms of getting into those deeper squats, of feeling comfortable inside of this, of feeling the knees getting strengthened and strong again. And soon we'll move back into the strength side of things. And it's hard to diagnose kind of the problems that are leading to knee pain, ankle pain, hip pain, back pain, whatever it might be, because the posterior chain, everything works so together that you kind of have to work on everything at once. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Let's go. All right, for the first exercise, we're going to be doing step-ups, box step-ups. Honestly, this one's been a very good quad builder. Builds up a ton of strength, and it's unilateral, so you're really focusing in on one leg at a time and really building up each. Originally, I started off with the box probably about half this height, about a foot off the ground, just to make sure that I was getting a firm step through. And this has been huge in building up my quad strength, my unilateral strength, and my stability. So I'm looking to make sure that I have firm placement of the foot, and then ever so slightly in forward, so we're leaning into this leg, and then a really strong step through. We're trying not to push off with this back leg too much, and just pressing up and through. So you want that press, and then slow and control coming back down. And that's why the smaller box really helped at first with building that up. And with these being bodyweight movements, and with working on actual stability and things like that, these are going to be a little more higher rep, which means that we're going to be torching through calories. We're already at 45 calories, and I just talked for basically the 6-minute warm-up, so we've really only been working out for about 6 minutes, and already having nearly 50 calories. I mean, that goes to show my heart's pumping. So I'm going about 14 reps of these guys, and then our next exercise will be closer to that 15, 20 range. Oh my god. And if those do not get your quads firing, I don't know what will, man. Those are crazy. Also, it's been helping with the separation. Of course, the lean down's helping, but to actually be building up the vastus medialis right here, starting to slowly see it popping through. It's a teardrop muscle on the inside of the leg, and then the rest of the quad. I mean, I've had that semi built up on this outside here, so it's just cool to see it start coming together as you lean down, much like the vascularity coming through. Quad and muscle separation all over the body, slowly being better and better the leaner and leaner you get. Very cool benefit. Quick little moment for hydration. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Oh, I will be supersetting, so minimum rest in between. It's crazy how hard this hits the freaking quads, man. Like, I feel pretty gassed already. All right, move number 2. Let me move back just a little bit. I can see I'm about to be out of shot. All right, move number 2. Typically, when you're talking about rebuilding for the vastus medialis, that inside muscle, a lot of times you'll see people do front step down. Very, very good, because it emphasizes that vastus medialis a ton. For me, I have an issue when I squat with caving in. There's a specific word. I'll put it here. Especially when weight gets really heavy. So it's something that I've been working on, focusing on keeping that strong base real strong and not allowing myself to come in as I push up. So this helps a ton with ankle stability, not allowing me to come in that way, and helping hip from not letting it cave in as well. So we're kind of building up in 2 separate ways. So I've been focusing on more of the side. You're still stepping to the front and letting yourself come down forward, but with that side. So I'm not going like this and really coming out here. I'm staying in tight and close here, making sure that my knee is going kind of right over the second toe. We're coming together to help it all. Still getting together. Plenty of quad, touch of vastus, and a little bit more glute activation here, because we're working on not letting the hips cave in at all. So those hip flexors and the touch of the glute are coming together to help it all work together in harmony. Ton of glute activation. Oh my god. My glute. Whew. And then I'll be taking just a lap down across the gym and back. Just walking, because we're already hitting the legs pretty hard. So no need to add some sprints or jogging in, but to get some extra steps in, keep the heart elevated through movement. This is all you need. Alrighty, that is it for superset number 1. I'm going to be doing this over 3 times. Tons of reps if you think about it. What is that? 14, 20. So we're going to be just over 100 reps per side, per leg with this first superset. And that's crazy, but because it's more focus on the actual movement and building up that stability, we want to make sure that we're emphasizing those reps and really getting into it, as opposed to this being more hypertrophy focused or truly muscle building. This is focusing on all the stabilizing muscles, everything that keeps us in check while we're doing heavier moves. And this will allow later on, when I get back to the strength side of things, I'll feel much more comfortable in all of those moves because of the work that I'm putting in right here, right now with this. So, and then yeah, walking each time between the full superset. I'll finish these up. I'll meet you after round 3. We'll touch base right now. Holy crap, 100 calories, 23 minutes. And again, that's including that 6 minute. So really we're looking at 17 minutes, 100 calories. Perfect. Can't complain about that. And that's what's sitting right here, right now as well. So probably even a little less, maybe 15 minutes. That's fantastic. So let me get after it. I'm probably going to be so gassed out just because of the volume here. It's going to be good. You got to build that stability up. Got to build strong roots, so I don't have to worry about any more knee pain from here on. 100 reps later, well, 100 plus reps later, I should say. 191 calories, almost 200 now, and 39 minutes. The down and back is the time to like catch your breath, so you don't want to like speed walk it and come back still huffing and puffing, but to allow yourself to drop a little bit and not drop to resting. That's the point, you know. So, all right, let's get into a little bit more technical, a little bit tougher moves, but elevated ATG split squats, and continue to work the quad here, the vastus medialis, like I was saying, and this is what helps build slowly down to being comfortable again in full range of motion squats, which I am not fully ready for yet. I still feel a little bit of twinge, a little bit of struggle, so I'm close. I'm almost back to it. Very important to focus on pulling the weight into that front leg, getting that full range of motion. It's building the strength back in the full range of motion and helping make sure everything is tracking correctly, whether this be in lunges or squats. You're just working on the tracking, feeling comfortable and in control in the move. And you're getting some stretch on this opposite side as you're pushing up and through, which is good as well. Now, I personally believe this is the toughest of the workouts, the most technical of the moves. All of these are a little bit more technical. They take a little bit more emphasis on the actual form because we're working on that stability, so we really want to make sure that we're getting everything in line. But this is one of the hardest ones. I've worked my way up to a 25 here. I started with only 15, so if that tells you anything about how tough it has been and how it's been a slow progression. I mean, this is probably the 4th or 5th week that I'm working on this, and so I've only just now gone over double my starting. This is a single leg kettlebell RDL. Huge focus on glutes, hams, as well as the flexors and stabilizers, so you don't fall over as you are counterbalancing this weight. Biggest emphasis here, touching this back nice and soft, and then you're thinking about going almost up and down, straight line. So if you were to touch this directly into the floor and just work your way up and down, that's kinda the movement pattern that you're looking for here. Slow, under control. You want the full contact of the other foot, every single point of it, the ball of the foot, the outside pinky toe, and the heel, all pressing in, pressing down, creating a tripod. Oh my god. You should feel insane firing in the glute and in the ham. I'm feeling it real low right now. Alright, one more move in between these. No doubt this one's a little bit of a different one, a little bit of a weirder one. These are tib raises. The farther your feet are away from the wall, the tougher the move will be. All you're looking to do, legs out, feet forward, back, butt, kind of all in line with the wall, and then just raising up those toes. Sometimes it's easier to keep your palms against the wall to keep everything in line, but this is to work the front of the shin, essentially. Man, and I promise you, doing enough reps of those, you're gonna feel it, you're gonna burn out. And what this helps is it's below the knee. So we've been working above the knee, now we're working below the knee to kind of create two walls of protection. This helps a ton with like stopping power and explosivity, like receiving the shock. So when you take a jump and land, this helps with that. Or if you're going downstairs, that constant step down, this is the stuff that's going to help with it. Not only the vastus, but the tibialis, like we're working right here. So typically I'll try and push for 20 plus reps of this one. I'm going to do this one time over, and that's it. I'm going to take a walk, come back, hit it one more time, and then I'll meet up with you guys after that. Alright, let's finish off with a touch of more hypertrophy focused moves. What I'm going to do here is for our final superset, I might just go once on this. It's real hard, go crazy with it. Leg extensions into leg curls. And this combo machine is one of my favorites because of this fact, because you can superset it like this, gets you locked in and you feel amazing. Let's go. And you might have noticed the footwear. We're working with those the open toe shoes, the wide box shoes, and also flat, just because we want that full connection with the ground when we are doing these moves. So do I think it's 100% necessary you need this exact shoe? No. Do I think it's important that you get a semi-flat shoe? Yeah. Especially if you're going to start going heavier, just to be fully in contact with the ground and not have any of that roll going on. Like if your shoes are more running focused, sometimes they tend to be a little more narrow and the edges come up and swoop up, so you'll have some wiggle around, because when you're running, you're just going, over and over. You're doing that wave with your foot to some degree. I mean, not exactly, but when you're looking to squat or lunge or anything like that, you want that full contact as opposed to that rolling, because you have the chance of rolling your ankle or caving in on a squat or something like that, and like you might not feel it right away, but it'll start to wear on you. Leg work complete. 1 hour, 6 minutes. Just hit it right now. 341 calories. Not the best, but definitely not bad. Definitely not bad. Whew. Normally, this is where I'd end it. I'd call it a day. I'm feeling pretty high energy today. Might have been the pre-workout meal. But regardless, we're going to go a little diabolical. I'll show you what I mean. That's right, I'm a psycho. We're going to hit some Stairmaster. Finish it off strong. Real strong. I'm going to restart this just to show you how much this burns once you're able to sustain it for a little bit. I'm only going 10 minutes. That's it. We're going to burn an extra 60 to 80 in 10 minutes. Just like that. Let's go. I'm going to try and maintain this speed right here. Legs, by the end of it, are going to be screaming. Here we go. 36 seconds in. I'm not going to record the whole thing, but I will show you the aftermath. I'll see you then. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. I come with receipts. 10 minutes. 111 calories. More than I thought, that's for sure. I am now pouring sweat. I bet you can't see it too much, but I can promise you. Oh, it floweth. It floweth. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So with that, we are 100% complete. And we are now at 1,000 calories for the day, which puts me over my goal by 200 calories. So now I'm good. Today's done. We are good. We can do whatever we want with the rest of the day, besides, going off the rails and having a large pizza to myself and slamming a 6 of beers, even though I'd love to. But some gaming, some anime, some editing, some tea perhaps, and a diet soda, a Dr. Pepper Zero perhaps, and we'll be doing just fine. All right, so yeah, that's what like a typical weekend looks like for me. This is a normal Saturday. Other than sometimes, I'll get people together and we'll go mini golfing or virtual golfing or bowling or just a night out, kind of walking around, trying new places, barcade, something like that, just to get people up and walking around and enjoying the company, enjoying good people, good food. So yeah, that's it, guys. That is it. I know it's probably nothing earth-shattering, nothing crazy. You might have learned a thing or two about some of these moves for stability, but in general terms, I mean, this is it. If I wouldn't have slept in until 9, which I did, we could have been moving along, a little bit quicker. Normally, I'd wake up kind of 7:30 is my typical time, sometimes 7. I'm going to try and push back to 7. It just helps. Gives you so much more daylight to work with. So that's for the future. But for now, I'm going to grab some din din. My brother has made dinner at my grandpa's house. Usually we go hang out, so dinner there. Sounds like he made some high protein, kind of like beefy 5-layer burritos. Okay. I'll give you guys a shot or two of it. Why not? But as for today, I mean, I'm signing out. I'll catch you guys later. That was a good workout. Tomorrow, we got chest and tries, the only muscle group left for the week. We hit our full body calisthenics. We hit back and buys yesterday, and we hit legs today. Abs are still so sore from calisthenics. Every time I sneeze, it hurts. That's how sore we're talking. So give them a little bit more time to heal up, and then we'll hit them again nice and hard. And we'll toss in a little bit of shoulders tomorrow too, probably. If not, maybe we'll give them a little bit of a dedicated day. We'll see. We'll see. The world is your oyster. Make of it what you will, or whatever. All right.